Ciao, ciao. Kin, gabre. Hey. Hey, hey. How are my Aries? Okay, I think I'm on Aries, yeah? Yeah. I've been checking in with your energy, with your guys' energy for a little bit. And so a lot of you are feeling really motivated, right? Like you're pushing forward, doing what needs to be done, doing the work, whatever. But I feel this heavy sense of like, I don't know what it is. It's not like frustration. It's like but it's like a disconcertedness, you know. It's like an uneasiness because the ability to plan or schedule things or outcomes or, you know, knowing how things are going to be laid out, like, because everything is like so up in the air right now, Aries, it's leaving you a little bit disconcerted, you know. It's like this peculiar energy of sorts, like out of your element type of energy. Like, what is this I'm feeling? Makes sense. We were in Gemini for a long time, so we were in a lot of air. And now we're having a lot of planets. 5 planets are retrograding. So we're going back and we're doing work from a long time. We're in about, I want to say like a 6, almost 7-year cycle. With the energy that's coming around with what we're dealing with. Okay, so basically, here's what's up, Aries. I apologize. Welcome. If you are new to my channel, thank you for being here. If you are returning sub, welcome back. Thank you for being here. I appreciate everyone's support. Yeah, okay. Share your support, share your love back, guys. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. You know, show me some love back, or share your comments or your stories. If you want to schedule a extended, a personal, a private read, anything like that, all the information is below, and you can do that too. I just feel a lot of, you know, like uneasy energy from you guys. I don't feel a lot of anger. I just feel like aloofness, you know, like everything's up in the air. Where's it gonna go? When's it gonna fall? How high did it go? When is it gonna hit the ground? Yeah, that's definitely the energy I'm getting from you, Aries. Okay. So if you are new, this is a read for a general collective read for the sign of Aries, okay? If you are Aries sun, moon, rising, or Venus, some of this might resonate with you at some point. It's good to check out all of those signs if you're not feeling full resonation with your sun sign, because sometimes when the planets are in different houses and different aspects, moving around, doing their galactic dance, it's influencing or affluencing specific houses for you in your chart. Okay, so you're gonna have different planets and different things that are gonna be affected at different times, and it just helps. Like, I'm not surprised, honestly. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised more Aries aren't like really about horoscopes and astrological shit, because it's so like, it just is like, it's like a schedule, you know. It's like a calendar. It's like a map of like how these different things are gonna like affect you or play out in the future, right? So I'm surprised more Aries are not into it. So anyways, guys, energy can go any way it like. It can go both ways. It can go any way it like. So it doesn't necessarily have to be specifically masculine or feminine. Both of us possess both masculine and feminine qualities and energies. So we can be one or the other, and we can still be displaying the energy from one or the other, or the same. Okay? All right. Okay, Aries. So you guys are staying in this place of joy. Joy would be a 10. Okay, you're beginning to find this place of joy, because you're beginning to realize it really has to come from within. Okay, it really has to come from within. You know, it's like the ending in the beginning, the ending in the beginning, the ending in the beginning. That's where the joy is in life. The contrast. When we get too comfortable in situations, it's hard to experience that contrast anymore. The ups and the downs, you know. So you normally work really hard. Right now, I think you are accepting help from others. You are delegating, okay? 26 would equal an 8. So yeah, this is about doing the work. You're accepting the help, or you're accepting work or job from somebody else. For a lot of you, some of your joy could have ended over something, okay? It could have ended from accepting help, and somebody else could have stepped in your place and ended something. Okay. So take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't. If not everything resonates, or you're not really feeling it, check your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs. So, the hawk. You're going to start again. You're receiving some type of omens. You're receiving some type of messages, Aries. You guys are receiving some type of messages, okay? Right now you need to focus. You need to focus. Your physical health, your grounding, and your foundations is really your focus. Whenever there's a disruption in something, so the earth fairy is about grounding. This is message, okay? Message here. Messages, okay? The hawk. What you need to be focused on, 11, okay? You need to be focused on your physical health, your grounding, your foundations, okay? This is kind of like, it's interesting. It's like the earth version of the Emperor, okay? Which is the card of Aries. But this is 27, so it'd be a 9, right? And this is like a moth, right? So this is like a moth going to the light, okay? So, your messages of this, you know, the disruption is your messages of this. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you ignoring the messages, the omens? Okay, what are you doing for your physical health, for your foundations? What are you doing to create your foundations? Are you creating your foundations? If you're not feeling like the people are on your team that you need to be creating these foundations with, then this is where the disruption came in. Don't necessarily blame it all on yourself, okay? A disruption is necessary. Like, the disruption is an omen or a message for you, okay? It's like either you got to get your shit together, or you got to get away from this person, or, you know, something. something. So like this is, you know, disruption. Look at that. Somebody, it's so funny. I turned off all of the sounds, all of the notifications. Oh, I wonder. Now I wonder. I'm like, now I wonder. I swear. This is my friend. He always says that he swears he calls it all the wrong times, and guess what? He fucking does. I swear I can't make this shit up. Like, I'm not making this shit up. Okay, so the disruption, okay? This is the message. The disruptions that are happening in life, right? We need to figure out the duality in them, right? You guys have to figure out the contrast, the deer. You have to have a certain gentleness. You have to have a certain bit of diplomacy, you know? You have to keep joy. You have to accept help from others. You have to realize that sometimes, like, people have to learn to work together. You can't always just everybody's on their own journey, and because everybody's on their own journey, it's not our job how we choose to react to it. It's our job. It's our job to take responsibility for how we choose to respond to it. Okay? You guys are practicing gentleness and diplomacy. Clarification for joy. You definitely haven't had joy, Aries. Some joy has been taken away from you guys. You are trying to balance it back into your life, but I don't. People are trying to get you to accept it, and you're not really, it's not what you want. You're not accepting it. This is like a lot of energy, okay? We have the 9 of Wands, the 5 of Swords. Okay? So the 9 of Wands is like, this dude's still on guard. He's done a lot of fighting. He's kind of messed up. Look at, he's all banged and bruised up. Fighting. Okay? 9 is completion of something. It's time to stop. It's time to stop being so defensive. Stop putting up these walls, right? 5 of Swords. This is like, I fought, and guess what? Fuck you. I'll get all my swords in the end of the day. I'll get all my swords. But does this bring you joy? It does. A little bit of joy. You guys are fucking twisted. It brings you a little bit of joy. You know, it's like, look at this dude. You see him? He's all, haha, smirkerton. Smirks like, yeah, I took your sword, fool. I cut your pants off. It's like that. It's weird. Like, it does kind of bring you joy a little bit. Like, I don't know. You know, maybe it's just like the fiery element. Okay, Aries, you like to be a little fiery with it, right? But the thing is in this process, right? Someone or someone else or something Someone's trying to offer you this, you know, this cup of love. It could be a Pisces. Could be a water sign, but Page of Cups is like a Pisces. Someone's trying to offer you this cup of love, and you're like, I don't fucking care. I don't want it. See these 3 cups I have down here? I have 3 cups, and I don't want them either. Like, I don't need any of it. And they're like, well, I want to give this to you. And you're kind of like still being defensive, still being a little fighty about it. That's what's definitely disrupting your joy. You need to find the balance in between this, okay? You need to find the balance in between this, Aries. Clarification on the horse. Clarification. Oh. Okay. So the horse is all about accepting help from others, delegating authority, okay? It's time. I asked for clarification on that. The first card that comes up is the Two of Swords, okay? The Two of Swords is like, I'm indecisive. I don't want to pick one or the other, honestly. And I asked for clarification on what you need to do. Strength. You need to have strength. You need to actually make the choice, okay? What is the choice that you're making? The Nine of Pentacles. So this is a very independently strong person, okay? Whether this is you or somebody else, whether you're making a choice between somebody and this other person, maybe you're leaving this other situation of always wanting to fight with this other person and going to this. I'm not sure. You're gonna know what resonates. Take what resonates, remember. Leave what doesn't. But yeah, you have to have strength to make the choice, and you know what the choice actually is. You know why this disruption occurred. You know. I haven't asked about anybody else in here because this is primarily a read for Aries. If you want to know more about who this person is or more information based on stuff like this, you can send me a message. Drop me a line for the extended reading. You guys, man. Okay, come on. You're going crazy. Or someone's going crazy. This could be somebody else. And they've had enough of it. This is like sleepless nights. I cannot sleep. Nine of Swords. Okay. You can't sleep because all you're doing is you're thinking about this other person, or you're thinking about this other person. Cannot sleep. They know something is over. Like 9 is completion. 9 of coins, 9 of swords. It's like a 9 of coins is definitely like the card of being independent and single. Something is ending with somebody. But there's also a chance of something beginning with somebody else. This is somebody, I feel like it's somebody different. There's 2 different energies here, but could be the same person. Clarification for my Aries and the Earth Fairy. Okay. What's going on here, Aries, is you guys, for the Earth Fairy, physical health, grounding, and foundations, okay? You need to complete this, okay? There was some heartbreak. You need to find the temperance in this, and you need to go within. Okay, it's chances are this high priestess. This high priestess could be another person, but this could be you as well, Aries. This means you actually know. Okay, the high priestess is very magical, mystical. She knows. She knew this was going to happen. This is planned. She's seen this for a while. Wow. You're trying to balance it out. You're trying to find temperance. This is your physical health, your grounding, and your foundation. But this energy is strong. Okay? Find temperance in this. Find temperance between the physical plane. That's what I'm being told. The physical plane and the ethereal plane, like the astral plane. You know, you need to find balance between both, because the high priestess is all about like our spirituality, being connected to source, and actually knowing like what our mission is here, you know, that we're supposed to be doing. That's what you need to be creating your foundation on and your groundation. Okay, for omens and messages. Yeah, we give and we receive. Okay? Yeah, I really feel like there's another person here. Okay, we have Piscean, Cancerian, Scorpionic. We have water sign here. The Six of Pentacles is about giving and receiving. Either you want to offer somebody this new offer, or somebody wants to offer you this new offer. This is some other type of business. This is some type of stability. This is a new beginning, a new path. And it's going to be different. This other person is a little bit more hardcore. She looks a little bit annoyed. She's going to tell you like it is. She's basically, the Queen of Cups is basically peering into the future. Very similar to the High Priestess energy, you know. It's, I don't know why I have it in a shuffle like this. Let's see what the disruption is, guys. Sorry, we're going long here. Okay, what's the disruption for the Aries? Disruption for the Aries. The disruption for the Aries, guys, was either another Aries or you yourself. Okay, the Queen of Swords, I would say this is kind of like a feminine energy. It could be masculine. Like I said, energy can go either way. Somebody called somebody out. Okay? And this has been hanging there for a while. Like, this is something that, like, either this person's been saying it for a while, or they've been waiting to fucking chop off a head for a while, you know? And this is the disruption. Is this person or you, Aries, is completely like stubborn, like emotionally satisfied, like with yourself. I mean, I don't really think that's problematic, honestly, but this can be a little bit greedy or selfish, you know, towards things. So this was the disruption. This could be that this other person is like this as well. This is air, so it's air energy. It could be, I don't know, I'm getting Aries, but it could also be, I'm sorry, Gemini or Aquarius, Libra. Doesn't have to be, but yeah, there was definitely a disruption. It's definitely a disruption from somebody that cut something off. And they've been planning on doing this for a while. They had their sights set on their own mind. Okay. And for the Deer, for the gentleness and diplomacy. Okay. So yeah, you know now that when you work in partnerships, this is working together. The Three of Pentacles, this is working together. So you need to be gentle with with yourself and who you're choosing to work with. In this, we have the Page of Swords, okay? The pages are basically bringing a message, okay? He's bringing the message of truth. He's really direct. Now, Aries, you guys tend to be really direct, but you need to have some gentleness and diplomacy and not be so fucking direct, okay? The Knight of Swords is like, he's fucking rushing in. Look how quick he's moving. He's rushing in, and he is like, doesn't think before he speaks. Does not think before he speaks. And that causes a lot of problems. You're not using this gentleness or this diplomacy, okay? You may be fooling yourself about this. You may be fooling yourself, okay? You may be pulling one over on yourself about this, but it's something you need to work on. Your job right now, like everybody else's job right now, while we're in Cancer and all this stuff, is to do your self-healing, do your healing work. Get your rest, do your inner work, do the work that you need to be, and don't worry about these other people, you know? Stop fooling yourself. Don't rush in. Don't be so wordy, so mouthy, you know? Be willing. Be willing to work together with other people. Wow. Okay. All right, Aries. This resonates with you. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave me a note if you want to do an extended and know more specifics about these different people, these energies. Also, leave me a message. Do all that jazz. You guys have a super long read. But I love you. Show me some love back. Share, subscribe, like. And ciao. I'll see you next time.